Growing up as a transgender person is not easy. From a young age, I felt different from the other kids of my assigned gender. I did not like the clothes, toys, games, or activities that were expected of me. I did not feel comfortable or happy in my own body. I did not fit in with the gender norms and stereotypes that society imposed on me. I felt like I was born in the wrong body, and that I was living a lie. Coming out is the process of revealing and accepting one's sexual orientation or gender identity to oneself and others. Coming out is not a one-time event, but a lifelong journey that involves different stages, levels, and contexts. Coming out is not easy, but it is important for transgender people, because it allows them to live authentically, honestly, and freely as who they are. This was the first and most crucial step of my coming out process. It involved recognizing, understanding, and accepting my gender identity as different from my assigned sex. It took me a long time to come to terms with my transgender identity, because I did not have the language, information, or support to make sense of it. I had to overcome a lot of internalized transphobia, shame, and fear that I had absorbed from society. I had to learn to love and respect myself as a transgender person. This was the second and most difficult step of my coming out process. It involved disclosing and explaining my gender identity to my parents, siblings, and relatives. It was very hard to come out to my family, because I did not know how they would react or what they would do. I was afraid of losing their love, acceptance, and support. I was afraid of being rejected, abandoned, or disowned by them. I was afraid of hurting them or disappointing them. Unfortunately, some of my fears came true. Some of my family members did not understand or accept me as a transgender person. Some of them tried to change me, cure me, or pray for me. Some of them cut off contact with me or kicked me out of the house. Some of them still do not acknowledge or respect me as who I am. This was the third and most variable step of my coming out process. It involved revealing and discussing my gender identity with my friends, classmates, and acquaintances. It was easier to come out to some of my friends than others, depending on how close, open, and supportive they were. Some of my friends were very accepting and affirming of me as a transgender person. Some of them helped me with my transition, such as helping me choose a new name, pronouns, and clothes. Some of them defended me from bullies, haters, and harassers. Some of them became my allies, advocates, and role models. However, some of my friends were not so accepting or supportive of me as a transgender person. Some of them did not understand or believe me. Some of them made fun of me, gossiped about me, or spread rumors about me. Some of them distanced themselves from me or ended our friendship. This was the fourth and most ongoing step of my coming out process. It involved expressing and presenting my gender identity to the wider society, such as in school, work, public, and online. It was challenging to come out to my community, because I had to deal with a lot of discrimination, violence, and oppression from the dominant culture. I had to face a lot of ignorance, intolerance, and hostility from people who did not respect or value me as a transgender person. I had to cope with a lot of barriers, obstacles, and injustices that prevented me from accessing basic rights, services, and opportunities that cisgender people take for granted. However, coming out to my community also gave me the opportunity to connect and collaborate with other transgender people and allies who shared my experiences, values, and goals. I was able to find and join a supportive and empowering community of people who celebrated and advocated for transgender diversity and inclusion. I was able to learn and grow from the stories, wisdom, and resources of other transgender people and allies. I was able to contribute and make a difference in the lives of other transgender people and allies. Transition is the process of changing one's appearance, body, and life to match one's gender identity. Transition is not the same for all transgender people, as it depends on their personal preferences, needs, and goals. Transition can involve different aspects, such as medical, legal, and social. Medical transition refers to the use of hormones, surgeries, or other procedures to alter one's physical characteristics. Legal transition refers to the change of one's name, pronouns, and documents to reflect one's gender identity. Social transition refers to the change of one's clothing, hairstyle, voice, and behavior to express one's gender identity. I decided to pursue medical transition when I was 18 years old, after consulting with a therapist and an endocrinologist. I started taking hormone replacement therapy, HRT, which involved taking estrogen and anti-androgens to feminize my body. I noticed some changes in my body, such as breast growth, softer skin, less body hair, and fat redistribution. I also underwent some surgeries, such as breast augmentation, facial feminization, and genital reassignment, to further align my body with my gender identity. Medical transition was not easy, as it involved a lot of pain, risk, and expense. However, it was worth it, as it improved my physical and mental health, and made me feel more comfortable and confident in my own body. I decided to pursue legal transition when I was 19 years old, after obtaining a letter from my therapist and a court order. I changed my name from Adam to Alice, and my pronouns from he, him to she, her. I also changed my documents, such as my birth certificate, passport, driver's license, and bank account, to reflect my new name and gender. Legal transition was not easy, as it involved a lot of bureaucracy, paperwork, and fees. However, it was worth it, as it made my life easier and safer, and made me feel more recognized and respected as a woman. I decided to pursue social transition when I was 20 years old, after completing most of my medical and legal transition. I changed my appearance, such as my clothing, makeup, jewelry, and accessories, to match my feminine style and taste. I also changed my voice, such as my pitch, tone, and intonation, to sound more feminine and natural. I also changed my behavior, such as my gestures, mannerisms, and expressions, to fit in more with other women. Social transition was not easy, as it involved a lot of learning, practice, and adaptation. However, it was worth it, as it made me feel more expressive and authentic, and made me enjoy more social interactions and relationships. Transitioning as a transgender person is not a destination, but a journey. It does not have a clear beginning or end, but a continuous process of exploration and discovery. Transitioning as a transgender person is not a cure, but a choice. It does not solve all of my problems, but it gives me more options and opportunities. Transitioning as a transgender person is not a flaw, but a gift. It does not make me less of a person, but it makes me more of myself. However, my current reality as a transgender person is not perfect, nor easy. I still face a lot of challenges and struggles in a society that does not fully accept or support me as a transgender person. I still encounter a lot of discrimination, violence, and oppression from the dominant culture. I still have to deal with a lot of ignorance, intolerance, and hostility from people who do not respect or value me as a transgender person. I still have to cope with a lot of barriers, obstacles, and injustices that prevent me from accessing basic rights, services, and opportunities that cisgender people take for granted. I hope that my story has given you some insight and understanding of what it means to be transgender, and to inspire and empower you to embrace your own identity and expression, whatever they may be. I also hope that my story has encouraged you to be more compassionate and supportive of transgender people and issues, and to join me in creating a more inclusive and equitable world for all. Finally, we would like to express our gratitude for watching till the end. We hope you found the video valuable and informative. If so, please show your appreciation by hitting the like button and leaving us a comment below. We are eager to hear from you. In the end, we have a humble request for you. We are trying hard to keep you enlightened and empowered by creating awesome videos like this. Please support us by joining our membership program. The link is in the description. Your little contribution will inspire us to make more awesome content for you like this. The next video will be published tomorrow, so don't miss it. Till then, take care. More wisdom, more solutions, better life.